back, all you darling people. As you saw last episode, our glorious 3-month French Polynesia chapter has come to a finale. And after waiting for the proper weather window to send us off west, it finally arrives. So we may not know exactly what country we will end up at. All we know is we have a rough plan to avoid some big swells. So today, come along to continue navigating these rough waters with us. Can we avoid losing our autopilot like our other 2 buddy boats? Also, you'll find out, am I seasick or am I pregnant? And did I mention there will potentially be a forbidden island? Yes, we also have to take a break from the pounding seas at a forbidden island. So hope you have your rebellious pirate pants on. Let's get to it.
I don't know what the deal is, but every time I try to go to sleep, Malvina seems to find herself a squall. and as I'm sleeping, I just hear this awful sound in here, and that's my tool chest. And I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this is our autopilot right there, and it's a hydraulic little pump right there. And it just sounds like it's got some mean air bubbles in there. Malvina, oh yeah, that doesn't sound good. So that's right where our whole system is for the pump and everything, for the hydraulic fluid, for our entire steering system. So if we got too many air bubbles in there, we don't work anymore. We got to get out the emergency tiller, which we did last time and we never had to use, luckily, but I'm gonna take this top off and try to top off the ATF that's in there. So it's always at the most fun times, right when you're trying to sleep, finally.
Well, we just furled in the head sail and somehow still surfing down waves, going like, we were going like 9.2. Still going 7.2 speed over ground right now. We're about to surf this wave. Let's see what happens. There it is. 9. Connor's loving it. I'm panicking slightly. What are you doing?
Good morning!
Yeah, you're not going back for a nap. We might need to take a reef too.
Good morning, Vietnam!
The seas are absolutely crazy. So Connor's gonna top us off on some autopilot oil, transmission oil.
Autopilot transmission fluid?
There you go.
No, it's automatic transmission fluid, but it does kind of work. I mean, it is. That's what our whole system is filled with. It doubles as hydraulic fluid. It just doesn't hold as much pressure, but that's what the previous owner used. That's what we're going to top it off with. And I've done this once when we got to maybe Takuata.
Oh my god!
But we've never heard this sound before, so this is a little bit worrisome.
That like the growl?
That's a air bubble, I'm pretty sure, in the system.
I remember hearing it when we were crossing the Pacific.
A little bit?
Yeah, when it was really rough like this.
Alright, this is a little bit of a messy activity, but fill this up and use the autopilot back and forth. To do this properly, you want to kind of turn the wheel all the way to one side and then the other, and that'll work out the air bubbles. But we're kind of turning enough right now just because of the waves that hopefully we can work out some air bubbles.
These waves. Hold on tight.
You can see it bubbling up. It's filling.
Although it wasn't pink.
That was too much.
Oh, hold on.
It took too much, man. Hey. Try to gimbal the funnel.
Like that, back together, filled up.
Together. The noise has pretty much stopped, but also the wind kind of stopped, so we'll have to wait and see if it picks it back up again. Yeah, we didn't make that big of a mess, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Good job.
We're in what some might consider to be a little bit heavy weather, like, you know, fairly gnarly seas, kind of heavy winds, and Malvina is still making fantastic meals of mashed potatoes and all the stuff. Look at her go. She never stops.
I feel better today. Back. Back, baby. We put
Doing it again, Mom.
We put a reef in it, and then we take the reef out, and then we put a reef in it, and then we take it out. But now we're gonna put a reef in it because look at that whole system coming in behind.
Put the reef in it and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey.
That's what sailing's all about. Yeah, there's a good system. They're just chasing us right now in a beautiful sunset. But I'm gonna do free job filming. All right, 2 reefs in, and just in time, because this is about to hit us. Good job, babe.
And of course, we put 2 reefs in the main, thinking there's this big system behind us, and it slows down to 9 knots of wind. We could use all the sail we got right now and still be underpowered. But look at this system. It does look a little bit scary. It's kind of dark over there, but it's kind of just going right to the side of us. We set out 32 knots of wind last night with all the sails up, and now we're sitting out 10 knots of wind with 2 reefs in the main. I don't know. I think we got this backwards somehow. Ay, ay, ay.
I didn't know I got seasick.
And we just hit 35 knots. Wind speed, not boat speed.
So scary. We're holding 32.
32
31.
right now. And we got the full sails that we should have reefed. Why didn't we reef?
Because the wind completely died and we're going super, super slow. Did we reef?
Reef right now. It's cold out there. It looks like we're just in the beginning of this thing. Not going anywhere soon. I'm just hoping that we don't end up dipping the pole or the boom in the water. It's pretty howling right now. Hey. Maybe I should reef.
Well, we thought we could sail out of this one, but
Not today.
no. We just furled in the head. It is still blowing between like 30 and I guess it just came down to 26. We still have a lot of system. So Connor's gonna put 2 reefs in. We're still going 8.5 knots, 9 speed over ground, just with the head or the mainsail. Too much wind in the sails? Too much wind in the sails?
They get stuck on the spreader, kinda. Like we're too far out.
Oh shoot.
If you can pull in the main sheet, maybe.
Okay, I'll pull it in.
Well, some of you more experienced sailors may laugh at us, but this is probably our worst day sailing so far. It's just been kind of relentless with squalls. Every time we think we're done with the squalls and it's all bright and shiny and blue skies again, we shake out the reefs, we put the head sail back out and get all dried off. Then another one comes in like half an hour, and yeah, it just kind of isn't stopping. So we're trying to work our way through this. Luckily this one doesn't have too heavy of wind, knock on wood, because yeah, that's what we thought last time too, and we ended up seeing 36 knots of wind with pretty much, yeah, with full sails out. So that was a little worrisome, but Alivo handled it great. Well, we made it through all the squalls that were on the radar screen at least. But now we have 10 knots of wind, so we're just bobbing out here because we're set up for all downwind right now, and that's where we need to go. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we may have made it through Squall City. That was a terrible place. Don't go there. But this is what we're looking at. It was just blue skies back just 10 minutes ago. And then this is coming up on us again. It's like a big, mean, angry guy also. Just hoping that it doesn't change direction.
It's been quite the sail. I guess everyone has their limits because I found mine today. Yeah, all this bouncing around has definitely got me pretty nauseous. I have not eaten today. I just can't get anything down. The one time I had just a handful of nuts that came right out. And I am a person that never, ever pukes. It's like, I hate puking. But we made it through. Connor let me pretty much rest all day, and so now I'm letting him rest into the early morning, and then I will wake him up probably around 1 or 2, and then we'll switch. Dang. Brutal.
Well, to my luck, seasickness was not what it was, but I had this gut feeling it was something much more bigger. So just in case, we turned the camera on as I took a pregnancy test. Yep, that's right. Could this be morning sickness and not seasickness? Find out.
So we're sailing in the middle of the Pacific.
Yes, we're being
It's
very responsible.
Pretty rough out here. Okay, let's check it out.
Oh. I think that means pregnant, babe.
I don't know, it's not super well defined.
She's in denial.
Maybe that's the reason I've been puking every morning. We're pregnant!
Are you excited or what? Holy moly, that is crazy.
Okay,
Is
this
that
is
real?
the end.
You need to take another one?
That's right, I'm pregnant. And yes, I took 2 more tests, and as the weeks passed, the lines became much more clear. And when we found a doctor in American Samoa, it all became very real when we saw the little baby growing in my belly. When we crossed the Pacific, it came to light we have a very rare love. We're crazy about each other in the best way, working so great together as a team. And being in our late 30s, we recognized that we both were ready for the next chapter. Growing a family and getting to show them this beautiful life we have built and then continue to grow it more with them. But first, let's at least try to make it to a doctor in American Samoa.
I think we got a bunch of rain coming. There's a rainbow. It's literally chasing us. That's kind of cool. How often do you see a rainbow chase you? It's gonna come give us a pot of gold. It's incredible. It's such a lucky day. We got wind. We're gonna get gold. Free showers.
Like triple
Double rainbow. I wonder if it's gonna land on our boat. It's on our boat?
Our solar panel.
Oh, cool. Wonder how much power we get from that.
Or like, what's the sound when you...
No, that's a phone. Jackpot. There you go.
We've been sailing about 4 days now. It was super duper rough the first 3 days, and then finally today things have settled down. The swell is not as crazy. Literally Connor and I were both nauseous. Him and I never get seasick, but we were both really struggling. We finally ate food today, feeling a lot better. We have made a decision to stop at just for about a night or 2, mostly just catch up on sleep, but also because of weather. As right now, we have very little wind, which is actually a good thing because we're trying to go pretty slow. We're going 3 knots right now because we have about 50 miles until it is 9 p.m. and we don't want to end up getting there at night. So we want to go super slow and get there first thing in the morning. As long as there is light and we can see where we're going, then we'll be good. So we're just trying to go nice and slow, and then we're going to wait out the few days where there's not supposed to be any wind. And when the wind picks back up, we're going to continue on sailing to American Samoa.
Yeah, so the reason we're kind of stopping here is just because it's light wind for today and tomorrow and yesterday. Basically just waiting for wind. We could have wind right now if we were a little bit south, but we'd also have like 4 to 5 meter waves, so we didn't want to go that route either. We chose the safe route, but then the wind died on us. Can't win them all.
Alright, interesting new place. Because when we were in the Society Islands, you normally see like an island like that one and you know, okay, that's the island, the pass is somewhere there. But this really is just little tiny islands just dotted all across the horizon. Then you can see water breaking, like there's just reef all around. So you're not really aiming toward a big mass of land. So kind of interesting. This is known for its bird sanctuary, so I can already hear some birds. This is very exciting to just have an opportunity to get some rest. We had some huge news over the passage, and so we need some days just to relax, take it all in. And motoring has not been fun. I'm super sensitive to smell, so the fumes have been very extra right now. So it's good to just wait for some wind. Good job, Captain.
Thank you.
Let's do this.
We got this. No big deal.
Following our charts, watching the depth. Oh my gosh, you can literally see the bottom. I'm sure on camera it doesn't look like it's super close, but yeah, that little shallow spot, it's a south reef. So we're aiming right at it. Reef over here, but we're just gonna zigzag around this. Check. We haven't set the anchor yet, but we're just, since there's so many bommies and coral and rocks, we're just gonna go scope out where we dropped anchor and how our float system is looking before we start tugging backwards. Let's go.
Dropping the anchor in this minefield wasn't easy, but we did our best to find a patch of sand. Unfortunately, we were slightly snagged on a nearby rock. Some may have re-anchored, but with wind blowing the same direction into the night and the next day, we called it good after backing down on it. It held great, and we had no problems the following day.
And
Us.
But we won't.
Thanks for watching, friends. Next episode, come along with us to a forbidden island.
How dreamy is this?
This is so cool. Our own private island, like legit, like no one within 100, probably 200 miles of us, easy.
Where we find a secluded paradise, truly off the grid, hundreds of miles from civilization. Where Connor climbs trees like a monkey so we can enjoy coconuts on the beach. But we have to watch where we set these drinks down, for there are coconut crabs that haven't learned how to share. Oh, look at him, he's trying to shoot you away. So see you next time in a land far, far away. So we want to give a huge thank you to all our supporters. We so appreciate you and are amazed at your generosity. If you want to also help support our journey, check us out on Patreon. There's a link below in the description. Or if it's easier, scan your phone right now on the QR code that's right here on the screen. Now make it a great day and see you next episode.